What's good, y'all? Your boy Mike Sears, Speaking Clout Podcast, Bender Boy representative, and I'm here with the album review. And man, let me tell you, it's been a dope year for 2020. At first, real slow. Now the releases are packing on and getting pretty fucking fresh, man. And I just did Ransom, Director's Cut, Scene 3 review, and J Royale, the Baltimore Housing Project, which is my album of the year so far, man. And this episode, I'm doing Nas King's Disease, the legendary Queensbridge MC. He's the greatest lyricist of all time, in my opinion. He's in my top 3 MCs of all time, along with the Notorious B.I.G. and Ghostface Killer. Big shout out to Kill and Portia of Apartment 5B and Vegas of Hip Hop Now. We just did top 10 Nas songs on Monday. Dope episode. Really enjoyed that. Much love to them. But King's Disease been out since last Friday. Everybody and a motherfucking mama on YouTube dropped the review, but I figured I'll drop a review because I want to talk about this album. So, as you know, the last Nas album, studio album that came out, was in the summer of 2018 with Nasir. Little 7-piece EP, I call it, produced by Kanye West. Only 2 good songs. Adam and Eve, I think it's called, and Bonjour. I like those tracks, and that's about it. The rest of the album is trash. Very disappointing. Then I think last year, was it 2019? Yeah. The Lost Tapes 2, I didn't like that at all. Fucking trash. Bumped it like twice. Can't really judge Nas on that. That's like, shit that wasn't supposed to come out. No new material. But still, a project I didn't like at all. You know what I mean? Not too good. So, he comes back with an album called King's Disease, entirely produced by Hit Boy. Never really heard of Hit Boy until now, to be honest. You know what I mean? I think he's from the West Coast. And, man, a lot of people don't like this album. Your traditional boom bap heads are taking a gigantic shit all over this. But I'm seeing a lot of love, too, from niggas that fuck with the underground and the boom bap classics like I do. You know what I mean? So, what do I think about it? I think the album is fucking good, man. Like, when me and Kill and, Portia and Vegas discussed it on the Top 10 Nows episode, I was just like, I give it a 3.5, but that changed. And listening to this over and over again since Monday, it grew on me, put it that way. We'll get into the tracks now. Okay? So, without further ado, we got King's Disease, the title track. Elegant beat by Hit Boy. Nas comes through with some ill shit, man. I made the fade famous, the chain famous. QB on my chest matched the stainless. And I made the fade famous is true. No word of a lie. This is a true story. In 1996, I used to go to a barber shop to get my hair cut. And I took the cassette of It Was Written and showed the barber I want my fucking haircut like Nas. You know what I mean? Real shit. Like, Nas is like a superhero to me and shit, So he ain't lying about that. When he said I'm gracefully aging, that is fucking true. Like, the nigga looks like it's 1996 all over again. Like, he doesn't age, That's such a dope line. Esco just spitting facts on here. A great way to start off the album. Nas isn't rhyming as good as 94, 96 Nas, but he still sounds fresh on the mic. You can't take that away from Esco, man. I like that track quite a bit. And then we get to, shit. At the end, I'll give my top 3 tracks, but this is a definite favorite of mine. Blue Benz. That shit is grimy. Shout out to Hit Boy with a dope ass beat. He said, I used to be in the tunnel, 20 deep in the huddle, razors that'll make your skin bubble, from what we guzzled. Like, god damn. That shit is hard. Uh, I like when he says, Chris Lighty let me in a few times with nines, you know? And if you read Prodigy's book, he talked about Chris Lighty letting niggas in with all kind of weapons. So, there you have it, you know? I love that. This track is incredible to me. Nas talking about a bad bitch that pushed the blue Benz. I love the shout out to the late great Louis Rankin that played Ox and Belly, and of course Nas played Sincere and Belly. So he must have, had a friendship with him. Excellent track. That razors that'll make your skin bubble line. What we guzzled, like I love that shit. This Blue Benz track is fucking fire to me. Absolutely love it. Such a great track. Then we move on to Car 85 featuring Charlie Wilson. Nas talking about a cab that hustlers used back in the day. Very dope song. If you rode the cabs back in the day, you always have that driver they like to ride with. I remember I did back in the early to mid 90s, you know what I mean? Just that friendly cab driver. But Nas is just like running, getting dropped off to make crack deals or whatever may have you, you know what I mean? Very dope song. White Castles at midnight, fish sandwiches, 40 ounces, and fist fights. Jesus. Like I said, he wasn't rhyming as good as 94, 96, but he's still sharp, yo. He is still sharp, and Car 85 is a great song. I love the production. If you bump that shit in some Dre beats, or you're bumping it in a whip with a great system, or at home if you got like a good Bluetooth type boombox deal, you know what I mean? You would be happy. Because that shit knocks. I love Car 85. Now we get to Ultra Black, the first single released from the album. I love this from the time I heard it. Seriously. There's a video for it released recently. It's just a great song. Uplifting. In this climate, we need this type shit. Cash Money with the white tee and the soldier rag. Love that shit. Black don't crack, it's the fountain of youth, Nas spitting some real shit. Definitely an excellent song. That video is very, very dope. Ultra Black is a great song, man. Love that song. Let me get 27 Summers. A short song, but it's banging. It's been 27 summers since Omatic dropped. The beat is banging, and Nas floated over the instrumental gracefully. 27 summers, that wasn't even the goal, he says, Great song. It's too short, but that beat is absolute fire, man. 27 Summers is a great track. Now we get to a bumpy road. Replace Me featuring Big Sean and Don Toliver. Absolute terrible track. Big Sean is garbage. Not a good song whatsoever. Big Sean's voice is atrocious. Never liked Big Sean at all. I wish this wasn't on the album, but it is. Not a good fucking track. I could do without that easily. You know what I mean? Don Toliver is like affiliated with Travis Scott, but it's not a good song at all. I don't fuck with Replace Me at all. To replace this song, how about that one? You know what I mean? Terrible. Then we get to Till the War Is Won, featuring Lil Durk. Now it's talking about life's ills, single mothers, getting beat on. We become numb like pure cane on the tongue. Ill shit from Esco. Nas brought some dope content on this track, but Lil Durk ruins it. Absolutely hate his verse. Hate his voice. I like half the song. Nas's verse and shit like that. You know what I mean? That's about it. A lot of people like this song. I don't like it because, I like half of it. I don't like Lil Durk at all. So there's that with Till the War Is Won. Now we get All Bad featuring Anderson .Paak. Anderson .Paak is one of my favorite artists ever. Anderson .Paak is just a great singer. I love his shit. Malibu, such a good album. Oxnard, all that shit. But I didn't like this shit at first, man. But it grew on me, Now it's talking about some relationship shit on this track. First two listens, I hated the song, like I said. But after a couple more, it grew on me, man. This isn't a bad song at all. I don't know why I wasn't feeling it. I've been in a bad mood lately, so that probably reflected on it. But I definitely like this song, man. All bad, dope song. Featuring Anderson .Paak. The Definition featuring Brucey B. The legendary Brucey B. Did all the rooftop parties. He's in the Paid in Full movie. You know, legendary status out here. But Nas getting political on this track. Stupid words from the president's mouth. What are these editors? Talking about Trump and his dumbass. He explains what King's disease means, which is gout. And Esco just tells you to stay healthy and all that shit. Not a bad track. That's a dope track, The Definition. Now, fucking, man, this is one of the greatest tracks on the album. I love this shit. Full Circle, featuring AZ, Foxy Brown, and Cormega. This is The Firm. This lineup hasn't done a song since motherfucking Affirmative Action off my favorite Nas album. It Was Written. Absolutely love this song. Nas, AZ, and Mega talking about relationships with women. AZ has the best verse, man. The games that I was playing was silly, similar to them days when I was packing that millie. It could have killed me. Man, I love that shit. Mega kills it too. So refreshing to hear The Firm again, man. Foxy, at first I was like, I don't like that Foxy verse at all. And I'm still not crazy about it, right? But now it bothers me less. She just comes through and spits some raw shit, you know? And then I love how Dr. Dre came on and spit a quick verse. And he's talking as well. That shit was dope, man. It was so refreshing. That beat is fire. I really, really like that song, Full Circle, man. It's a really good song. I don't give a fuck what these purists think. That shit is dope. I'm fucking with Full Circle, man. I'm a big fan of all the Firm members, too, so that was amazing. Dope shit. I can't get enough of that track. Then we get 10 Points. Such a dope song. Love this beat. Esco speaking on real shit. Talking about street life and politics. Don't try to force a square peg in a round circle. That shit will hurt you. Damn. Just take life one day at a time. Don't force shit. That's what I take from it, you know. Now just spitting knowledge on here, man. One of my favorite joints on the album. 10 Points is dope. Love that beat, too. Then we get The Cure. Such a dope track. Rest in peace, Kobe and Nip. That's off the rip. King shit. If it ain't about... he just kills this shit, man. If it ain't about fam, it don't mean shit. The beat switch is nuts. Not speaking on Pac on here as well. References how he stole his stomach tattoo. You know, Tupac had Thug Life on his stomach. Nas had Godson, you know. They said they want the old Nas back. Play the Clue tapes for old verses. Raw shit. Real dope track. And you know what? I'm one of them niggas, man. I'm one of them niggas that was like, Nas is done. Okay? Because he started to decline for me, personally, on Streets Disciple. Even though there's a handful of Streets Disciple songs that I like, it's not a full great album. But you got shit like Thief's Theme on there. And Thief's Theme is one of the greatest Nas songs ever made. You know, so that's when the decline happened. You know, got worse when Hip Hop Is Dead. But yeah, the Untitled album too, and he came back with, you know, Life Is Good. So I was one of them niggas like, Nas need to go back to that old shit. Why don't he just record a Primo? Why don't he just record an Extra P? You know, Large Professor. He can get Alchemist. Why can't he just do that? You know, I was one of them niggas. But this album kind of opened my eyes and ears to shit where, you know, he don't have to do that shit. You know, he can still make good music with other producers, and it don't have to be like It Was Written Resurrected. You feel me? Or Illmatic, which niggas never get tired of talking about. You know what I mean? That's like a hot topic forever. But you gotta, you know, take what it is. The nigga is not in Queensbridge no more. You know what I mean? He's not with the chipped tooth no more. I think he fixed his teeth. You know what I mean? He's not, you know, doing the same shit. But hey, you gotta take it, man, for what it is. That's what I learned to do. You know. But The Cure, dope track. Now we get to the bonus track, Spicy, featuring Fivio Foreign, Fabio, I don't know how to fucking say that shit, and ASAP Ferg. Dope track, you know. Not too crazy about it, but it's dope enough. Crazy that Ferg has a decent, the dopest verse on here too, man. Shit bangs too. Dope beat. So yeah, there you have it, man. Nas King's Disease. Pleasantly surprised with this one, man. Like you always do on the Speaking Clout podcast, give the top 3 tracks and give it a mic rating like some classic Sauce magazine shit. Top 3 tracks for me is Blue Benz, easily. Blue Benz, Full Circle, and it's short, but 27 Summers. I just love that fucking beat. And I gave this shit 3.5 when I did my top 10 Nas songs with Kill, Portia, and Vegas from Apartment 5B podcast and Hip Hop Now podcast. But now, this gets a strong 4 for me, man. I hated the fucking Replace Me track with Big Sean. I hated Little Durk's part, but that's all I really hate, man. This album grew on me, and I like the album, man. I will be copping a physical CD. I believe pre-orders are up now. It said 8 weeks to arrive or some crazy shit, so God knows how long that would take. But yeah, man, Nas King's Disease, man. Listen to it. If you love Esco, you might not like it. Who knows? It is what it is. I understand. So your boy Mike Sears signing off. Speak Clout Podcast, Bend the Boy Representative. I will see you niggas on the flip side. Peace.